This magnificent sculpture is by George TATANNIQ, the elder statesman, you could say, of Baker Lake sculpture. He was easily as famous as artists such as Barnabas Arnasungak or Peter Zaboga, Matthew Akigak. But usually his work is I would say, smaller and a little bit closer to some of the female sculptors in Baker Lake, such as Miriam Kiyuk, Marie Kunuak, closer in spirit and in sensibility to some of those usually smaller scale sculptures rather than the larger, more dramatic sculptures by his male peers. And in fact, almost all of TATANNIQ's sculptures are either can easily be held in the hand or are small to medium sized tabletop pieces. In fact, this is by far the largest, most monumental sculpture by TATANNIQ that I've ever seen. I mean, he did carve a couple of relatively large pieces that are in prominent collections, but I've never seen a piece that is as enormous and monumental as this fantastic mother and two children. But even scaled up to this monumental size, I feel that it still has the kind of sensibility, the quiet calm of his smaller works. So we see a seated mother with her two children, obviously an older child being cradled in the front of her body and a smaller child in her amautic hood. Even with the monumental proportions, we see the typical aspects of TATANNIQ's sculptural style. I mean, just even this beautiful line here, the beautiful shaded volume of the hood is so typical. These kind of soft, crisp but soft, gentle volumes is really the hallmark of the style. Just again, that subtle curve of the shoulder there, the beautiful round sweep of the arm. I mean, everything about this speaks to his style. But the amazing thing is that it, even scaled up to monumental proportions, it's still typical TATANNIQ.